I'm here at University of Phoenix Stadium today. The stadium was built back in 2006 for the low cost of $455 million. It is a technological wonder. Business Week named it back in 2006 as one of the 10 most innovative and technological wonders on the globe. Not just the country, but the globe. And they had 10 structures that were named to this category. Interestingly enough, the University of Phoenix Stadium was the only one in the United States that they put into that winner's circle. The stadium itself seats over 70,000 people. Normally at 60-some thousand, they can add plenty of seats. The highest grossing event at the stadium so far was not the Super Bowl that happened a few years back. It was actually, get this, believe it or not, WrestleMania, which happened within the last year. They had over 70,000, and the gross of that was millions of dollars, and it's listed as the highest grossing event here at the stadium. Unbelievable. Where I'm standing right now is the Pat Tillman Freedom Plaza. There is a beautiful statue of Pat Tillman, and then a great sort of wading pool here, like a negative edge kind of thing. He played for both the Arizona State University Sun Devil team and the Cardinals when they were at the old stadium at the university. Then, after 9/11, he forsook his NFL career and joined the military. He served in both Iraq and Afghanistan, and he was a victim of combat in 2004 at the young age of about, I think it was 28, that he passed away. So he's a true patriot, a great athlete, a great individual. From all reports of his friends, family. So it's great that he could be honored in such a special way forever here at the stadium. The topic for today regards Arizona medical marijuana and how do you obtain a medical marijuana ID card. Patients that come in to see our doctors at Arizona MMC ask all the time, they're confused about the process. Well, I'm just going to give an overview of how it works. Arizona medical marijuana became legal with Proposition 203 in November 2010 here in Arizona. And as of April 14th, patients were able to apply to the Arizona Department of Health Services to get a patient ID card. Well, what does that mean? You can't just send a letter to the Arizona Department of Health Services saying, I have cancer, please give me a card. You have to get what's called a certification. A certification basically is a euphemism for recommendation. Since marijuana is federally illegal, you cannot get a prescription for it. I mean, that's used in layman's terms, a medical marijuana prescription. You can't get that. I mean, there's a synthetic FDA-approved THC called Marinol, but we're not talking about that. This is federally illegal, so the state law calls it a certification. You have to go see a doctor to get that. You can't do it over the phone, you can't do it on telemedicine, on video. You have to go and see a doctor. We have those doctors at Arizona MMC. You can either have an MD, a DO, and in Arizona you can also have a naturopathic doctor or a homeopathic doctor. So one of those four needs to be the one who's doing the certifying. You can't just go into a doctor and say, I have cancer, or I have this, or whatnot. You have to actually show the medical records that exist on that qualifying condition, and there are 13 of them, to that doctor. And they have to review, he or she needs to review those records and make documentation about it, and then fill out the form from the state that's called the Medical Marijuana Certification Form. The doctor will then sign that form if the patient qualifies, and that is what the patient then applies with to the state of Arizona Department of Health Services. In addition, the patient will need to download and fill out a form, an attestation form, saying they're not going to take the medicinal marijuana and sell it illegitimately or give it to friends. They're going to use it for their own personal medicinal usage for the debilitating condition. Those conditions range from cancer to HIV to glaucoma, to severe muscle spasms, nausea, vomiting. There are 13 of them, and they're on our website, arizonammc.com. So the fee that patients pay to get certified is not combined with the fee that the state charges. The state has their own fee schedule. There's one fee, I think it's $150 for getting the card, And then there's a half a fee of that if you're on they call it a food stamp program. I don't know the name of it, but you can get a reduced fee. So that's part and separate, sold and separate from the certification fee. The cards are good for 1 year. You then have to get recertified, and the state gives you an updated card. If you have a card from another state, they don't transfer. Okay, you may be able to use that with the medical records to get certified here in Arizona, but it's not like you're good to go, so to speak, if you have a California medical marijuana ID card. So there you have it. There's an overview of the Arizona medical marijuana certification process and obtaining the medical marijuana patient ID card from the state. A lot of information on our website. Go to arizonammc.com or call toll-free 855-AZ-ID card. That's 855-294-3227 toll-free. Thank you very much. Have a great evening.